Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ballet Rain, and today we are here at the Bangkok Dance Academy because we have the wonderful opportunity to work with and coach some of their students on their variations.
I guess this is Ballet Rain Academy, you guys.
Yeah, it is.
Welcome in. We're excited to take you along with us to see what the rehearsal process looks like for these young dancers. So if you're excited for the video, then tap the like button and let's go.
Let's go.
All right, you guys, here we go. We have the first dancer with us today from Bangkok Dance Academy.
ชื่อเดียค่ะอายุ19 ปีเต้นกำซักจีค่ะ
We absolutely love Gamsadi's variation. It's such a beautiful and majestic variation. Let's get to work, shall we?
Do it.
So how our rehearsal process usually goes is that we run the variation one time all the way through, and then after the full run through, then we'll go over notes. So we'll
Take
give
it
corrections
through
and take it
section
through
at a time.
section at a time and work on it. Then we'll run the variation a second time to give the dancers the chance to apply all of the new knowledge and all of their notes and all of their corrections. And that's how we refine and finesse each portion of our ballet.
Ready?
Do you have a walk-on as well, an entrance? There we go. We'll practice walking on nicely. Yeah, okay. When you are doing your walk-on, this is your very first intro to the audience, and this is your first impression, so you have to make this really, really special. So when you're coming on, you're going to look into your hand, open to the audience, so that way you're offering them this performance before it even starts. This first passage I like a lot, bum, 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 and then really, really use your plie here on these passe. So when you're coming down, make sure you're not popping this plie. You don't want to pop it right away. You have to use the floor, use your muscles and your legs so that it looks, luscious and it doesn't feel choppy. That's better.
Yeah.
Do it one more time for me. Pretend. Yes. One. And yes, see,
Yeah.
there's a difference. It looks like there's somewhere for you to go instead of just popping the plie.
On this chassé corner mille jeté, right? Make sure that when you land, you're really stabilizing this hip and don't let it get too far back. Because once it's too far back, then your back comes forward, and then it's harder to keep it. When you're in the air, already be thinking of the way you're about to land. So your brain is a little ahead. You're thinking ahead of the step. So when you're in the air, can you just try it real quick? And good. That was pretty good.
Better. It was better
yeah.
though. Feels like it wasn't better, but it was better. One more time. Yes, that's much better.
There we go.
Yes, this is good. And then, where's your next section?
The bourrée is this way.
Yes, the bourrées here.
Can you actually let this arm breathe? Yeah, it gets a little stiff. And take up the whole phrase of music. The bourrées is a continuous movement, right? So you're not just going to be up here and get there right away. Let it breathe all the way up. Yeah, then then it has somewhere to go.
That's nice.
It has a traveling feeling. Yes. You can take the next section?
Sure, this is good. Are we okay so far? Okay, so we just did this bourrée. We breathed our arm really nicely. Then as we do this waltz turn, really make this like a big, because Gamsadi's a princess, right? She is adored and she's admired by everyone. And she likes to show off just a little bit. That's her character. So you have to make this look luxurious. So after you have this bourrée, go for it. Go for it. So it's not polite. It's a little bit showy. It's a little bit. Elbow and then wrist. That's better. So that way it has breath and movement. So it's not just that. Yeah, you don't want just that. Really breathe. It starts from the back of your shoulder blade. You push. Yes, that's better. So that way it has that movement. Yes, exactly. Do you want to just mark the leg, but I just want to see the arms full out. Yes, there we go. Yes, better. Make sure this one doesn't get too high because it can kind of block your face and it makes the shoulder and the neck look shorter. Really drop this. It doesn't have to be too high. Have that line from the top of the head down the cheek to the neck is all one line, and it makes it look really, really long and beautiful. Exactly, you see? So now we have this beautiful curve here, and it's all one shape. Let's go on to the next section.
On these chaînés, try to make sure that you're not forward here. It's as if you have a rod or something pulling your shoulders back, then you pull the arms in from here. Yes, and don't be afraid to really, really spot your head. Just let it be free. Let it be free.
1 and 2 and...
Yes.
That's so pretty. Before we go to the circle, don't neglect this. After you finish your turn, where do you finish your turn? Here? Yes, okay, and then we draw it up. Make this a statement. So after you do all your turns, make this like, ta-da, I've done it. And then when you draw up to 5th, it should be big. Yes, and really, really, really lift this chin. Turn your head just a little bit. You throw flowers in the air. Lovely, and then we head over to the corner. Again, really, really reach. You're finishing your variation. You're so happy. You're so pleased with yourself. And then you do chasse, and then you head soda cha, arms here. Really, really lift.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So when you do soda cha, I'm cold right now. But when you do soda cha, I would love for you to really focus on getting this front leg up really, really fast. So you want to be aiming this part of your foot, just the top of this ankle, to the ceiling like that fast. Really get this arch up right away so it doesn't lag, because then you're already coming down. And chasse up. That's better.
I had one more note also for the soda cha and the chasse. When you're doing the chasse, don't let the arms get too high. Chasse, and then when you do the soda cha, it looks bigger, right? Because if your chasse is up here, then you have nowhere to go with the soda cha. So chasse, and then that soda cha is high. And chasse, and
that's better.
Nice.
Yes. All right, and then after your final, where's your end pose? Finish? This way?
Oh, finish here.
Yeah, this one really, really big. You're presenting this side of your cheek to the sun as if you want it to shine right here. That's your spotlight when you get on stage. Don't be afraid to really, again, remember we talked about in the beginning, use your plie. So then when you go down, it looked like you went up that much higher.
Yeah.
Big plie, take your time. Boom, finish. That's it, that's it, that's it. And make this a exclamation point. Yeah, make it. Yes!
Yes!
Oh, you see the difference? After you finish your end pose, when you do your finish, don't look down right away because you lose the audience. You finish your pose and you step through. You keep that presence. Yes, there we go. And then we didn't lose it. Yeah, so then the audience are interacting with you in that way. Does that make sense? Okay, wonderful. All right, you think we can run it one more time? Okay, you guys, now that we have finished giving all of the notes for this variation, we're going to see her run it again, applying all of those notes, and we get to enjoy the finished product. Good.
here for our second rehearsal.
Hello, my name is Pin. I'm 19 years old and today I will be doing Bluebird's variation.
Bluebird is a lovely variation. Tchaikovsky music, of course, it's going to be our favorite.
Yes.
So we're super excited to rehearse and to see this beautiful dancer in action. So let's go.
Let's jump right in.
And just as a side note, she is going through rehab, ankle rehab for an injury, so she will not be on point today, but she is doing her best. She's powering through. Are you ready to go? Lovely. Thanks.
You do have to come in straight side, but don't let it be straight side. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So you have
yes,
to turn just the slightest amount.
You want to see both hips from the front.
Yeah.
So you're not completely turned. Yeah. There
Like that.
we go.
Yes, okay.
That's a nice
Perfect.
professional finish. I like it.
Yes. Oh yes, on this first passage, I know it's quite fast, but really make sure that the musicality is there because it goes doo-doo, 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 right?
Can we just have music for just that first section?
Yeah.
Really anticipate this big batma. Yeah, so you want to almost think about being faster or ahead of the music. So that when you go into this, you're not thinking about, I hear the note and then I go. You want to be anticipating that note. So you hit up here on doo-doo, and then you come down doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. Hit up and down and through. Up. That's better. Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
just
Thank
like
you so
that.
much. So you notice you don't have as much time for this. Yes, so this is small. Make your little burries that you have count. So after you have up and down, make those feet go really, really fast and just less of them. So you actually fit more of them in less time. So you still have the effect like you did a lot of burries, but you're still anticipating this next one.
You can almost come into these borees a little bit faster.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of going up, down, and then you step into the borees, up, down, and right up. Down. Yes, exactly. These are very nice.
These are very, yeah, these are lovely. And I like that you're looking down a little bit because it's playful. Bluebird Florine is a little bit softer. So she has it's a lot of up and down with her eyes. So this one's high and this is low. So that was nice. And then we basically repeat this section. Make sure you're really, really anticipating. This music has not a lot of breathing room. So you really want to be timely with this passage. On this one, I would love for this to be very, very high. So it's not just here. You're really up here. You're trying to fly. Yeah, you're the Bluebird princess.
Great.
I would love for these échappés really, really pull up in the front of your hips so that we're not going backwards. Because it's harder to turn out when you're like this. You want to keep it really, yes. After you're pulled up here, you can extend forward just a smidgen. But it doesn't compromise your hip placement.
Yeah.
So that your base is solid, but then up here, you can still dance and make the ballet, okay? So after we have this is nice. And then this one, give us a little bit of softness in this arm up here. And let the elbows soften the wrist. Yeah, just, it's soft. She's very, very delicate. And really, really lift this. I want you to audibly breathe for rehearsal. Really, really, literally do that if you have to. And you should be full of wonder in your face. You're amazed because the Bluebird just flew away. You know, it has to have that story. That's how you make the variation special. Okay, so we had this one. Make sure whatever level you establish on this first brush, this toe has to stay at that level. Give me 45. So this is the plane you want to keep your toe at. So don't dip below the line. Keep your toe at this line. Yes. So you want to keep it high. So it stays at that level. That's nice. Yes, that's much better.
Oh, that was so much better. And you look more solid when you got to that arabesque as well.
Then do we have passe here? Oh no, this one.
Yes.
I like this version too.
Can we have a little more resistance here? It's getting very, which is nice. It's still very beautiful.
Still lovely.
But we could almost have a little more 1, 2. It has a bit of a pull, like you're moving through honey or condensed milk or something very thick.
So then you have contrast. Again, this is dynamic. This whole thing is about dynamics.
Yeah.
You have the resistance here, and then this is sharp.
Yeah, the feet need to be like...
And the head is sharp. Sharp on the bottom and soft. Yes! Oh my goodness. Keep it. I like it.
Next note on this bourrée, when you're here, don't put your head all the way here right away. You just do da 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 da. If you even want to start looking this way, like peek around your hand, and then look back.
It's as if you're looking at somebody over here. You're looking at somebody over here, and you're like,
oh, I don't know who you are.
I don't know if I can trust you.
Yeah,
that's like sort of the aura that she has.
Yeah,
She's shy princess. This is very theatrical.
Yes.
Fairy tale.
This is acting class now. Look at Jordan. She'll stand there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and...
Yes, there we go.
Beautiful.
And then we go into it. That's nice. Yeah. This transition after your chaîné, just do the chaîné into the next one. It'll help you to really focus on solidifying this base.
Yeah.
After you come out of your chaîné, you really want to feel the back of the leg as you're squeezing down, because otherwise you'll just do chaîné and you'll just like... yeah, you'll bounce. You want to feel the bottom of your leg and use your plie. And then, oh, I don't know about you. Yeah. And on these bourrées, the other side was fine for some reason. This side, make sure you're really crossing your legs. So you want to think about over cross and then back to cross. Over cross. So you're never going open and close and open and close. Yeah, you want to really keep the legs together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, that's it. So that way it's always crossed and you never see the legs open. Chaîné, 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 and yes, beautiful. And keeping the legs crossed. Yes, don't bourrée too long. This one you should just do a little bit and sauté. As if someone's like, really coming after you this way. You're not sure, and then, oh, you really need to go. And then prepare for the turns. Your turns are really nice. I would love a little bit more lift from here as you're going into your turns, because it's fine, but then you could also have that. Yeah, so when you're doing your turns, really, really lifting from the top of the chest, because when you can't see because of my clothes, but when you go like this anywhere on stage, even here you can see there's shadow, whereas you lift, the light goes here, and it's really beautiful on the stage. So when you do this, really, really lift from here so it's never collapsed. Yeah, you're really reaching. These are your wings. Reaching. Let's try just the turns. Pretend you ran all the way to the corner. And you have a beautiful your preparations are lovely. Yeah. Yes, so much better. Good. I think you'll feel stronger. Make sure it's not backwards. You want to really pull. It's just like wearing an HFA. You want to really, as if you're zipping up your zipper on your pants. Yeah, you really want to pull up here, and that way you feel much straighter and more on balance. Let's just see the turns, and then I think we'll wrap it up from there. Really pull up the front of the hips. So much better.
Yes.
So much cleaner. Perfect. Lovely. Last rehearsal of the day.
Hi, my name is Bubbib from Bangkok Dance Academy. I'm 16 and I'm doing the Corsaire Medalla variations.
Yay! so excited. Medora is my favorite variation, just as a note. It's my favorite variation in the whole world. So let's get the show on the road. Let's say it from the beginning.
Yes.
Opening was nice. I think it would be really, really nice to keep generally the whole thing very, very classical. So when you walk on, yes, there's a lift and there's a follow through, but we don't need to punch it. Yeah, we don't need to punch it. It's not contemporary. You want to have that light in the eyes and a light in the countenance when you're performing this, but it's not aggressive. You would probably do a little bit more like that for Odile. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Odile.
Odile, you can.
Yeah.
For Medora, keep it soft. How do you start this? You have the tomlier back? Okay, yes, this too. Soft. Yeah.
I have a general correction for your porter bra. You can't really see. Let me take this off for a second. Hang on. In terms of your arms, really make sure that it doesn't ever kind of get locked out. So what we always like to think of is that you're rotating your shoulder blades back. It's back this way, like this, right? And then you're rotating this elbow this way, and then you're yeah. That's the only way that you're able to achieve that curve of the arm, right? Because otherwise, if it's just straight, you see how it goes down, like the normal anatomical shape of your arm, right? So you have to rotate it, and you should engage your whole back. And then you have that follow through. It's never just open, it's up and over. You're reaching outside of that sphere of like the sphere of energy. Reach this way. Yes, make sure the arms don't get too high on this
not too flippy
precipite. Yeah, and then you go up into this.
Good. Yes. Very nice. No, you're good. Keep going. Yes. Very good. Very good. Yeah, you just want to make sure that leg is really behind you for ultimate classicness.
Yes.
And cleanliness. There we go. Because it's easier to get your leg up when it's like kind of to the side, but it won't help your dancing. You want to make sure it's nice and square behind you. Good. Let's go on from there. How do you transition out of this? You just did your last one. Similarly, really use your plie because you have some time to breathe. Yes. And classically, yes, you can have some breath and you don't have to do shh, but you definitely don't want to wipe your nose going up. Yeah. Good, then we go this way. Same thing here, push with the shoulder blade, elbow, and wrist.
And make sure your arms are staying like relatively in front of you. If you look in the mirror, they should be in front of your shoulder. They get a little, just slight. Yes.
And when you do that, when you keep your arms straight in front of the shoulders, from this way, it makes your arms look the longest.
Because otherwise,
your legs, oh my goodness. These are legs now, everybody. If you separate your arms too much from the audience, it looks like they're shorter. It's like an illusion. But when you keep them more or less in front of your shoulders, they look the longest and the grandest and the most beautiful. So that's just a little tip for you. And then we have this section going back. So don't linger here, don't linger here too long. You're already thinking about going this. You have to be here on, and then you can go onto your turn on 1. You want to be up on the height of your turn on 1 for ultimate musicality.
Yeah.
It'll be satisfying to watch, I promise. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1
Okay.
and 2 and 3 and 4. Because you never want to look like you're fighting to catch up to the music. Can we have this section with music? Thank you.
And 5 and 6 and 7
And go.
8. Here we
and
go.
1 and 2 and up and 1 and spot and 1 and up. That's so much better. Feel that?
So much better.
You're on top of the piece. You're riding on the music. You're not running after the music. This développé after here. Make sure you really keep the turnout on this leg. Yeah, it kind of gets a little bit here, which is actually harder to stay on your leg. So you want to keep this leg turned out, and then it'll be much more stable on your going up, and especially the coming down if it's turned out. So let's just see this passage. Just do it twice. That's better. That's better. Let's see one more time. Even more. Yes, yes, and then you're more solid. You can stay there for days. Small, 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 small note. You don't want to make it look too labored. You can already get your legs up. That's not the problem. But you want to make it look effortless because it is to you, right? It is. So after you do this, you want to keep the upper body soft and don't punch the leg. This foot, you want to focus on the foot rather than, I mean, we all know we have to focus on getting your knee up, right? But if you focus on foot, making drawing that circle, it makes it look refined and finished. Do you see a difference? Do you feel a difference? Okay, let's try again from here, and then we can go into, just do it twice, and up, and down. Yes! And go. Circle with the foot. That's better, that's much better.
Yes.
It looks refined. It looks refined, and it looks effortless. Good, we have attitude, right? Attitude. Be gentle with the head. You don't have to crane it. Just let it go back a little bit. So it's soft.
Yeah.
Soft. Yes, that's better. We're just relax. Just relax, relax, relax. I know. I'm someone who holds a lot of tension up here too, so I get it. I understand. You have to really let it relax and let it dance.
And what I loved about when you relax here, you also added like a pull element here.
Because the music calls for it.
Yeah.
Now, there's some of them that is like you have to hit. This one, da 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 da, blah, 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 blah. It's very, very grand. This one gives you that ability to move through it. Yeah. So here, this is nice. Keep this low. Yeah, it's not from the chest, it's from
Your first position.
first position.
Yeah.
If it's too much up here, it gets tense, just a little bit. If you keep it low, you're controlled. But the lift is from here rather than here. These are nice. Just make sure it's really in front of you. Yeah, these are a facile position. So make sure it doesn't float out here. So the bottom is your base. Classic, 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 clean ballet. And then you can dance here. Whatever you did with your arms was lovely.
And
Yes,
one more
go
thing,
ahead.
on these releves, it's an unforgiving line for the leg. It's very easy to appear sickled, especially when you're like here, right? So really, really shape that foot, even more so than you would normally, just because, the focus is on the foot, right? So really, really shape it. Yes, just like that. Yeah, and make sure those knees are as straight as they can be because all the focus is right here.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There we go, so much better. On the arms, you want to really try, and this is the hardest thing to do with a dancer, separating work from relaxing. And this is the moment where you are supposed to give that energy back to them. This one with the waltzes, it's a little bit softer. This one is exciting. Also, the music is picking up. So you have to captivate them with your eyes, and I know, temptation is to keep looking at our legs and feet in the mirror, but you really want to look at this person here as you're doing releve. Dun, 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 dun. Look at this person here. Yeah, you're engaging with imaginary people or real people, whoever's on the stage with you.
Yeah.
And it makes the audience feel something because you're giving that energy to them. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's practice this. Keep it soft, and 2, and 3, and 4, and looking. Good, so much better. Okay, thank you. That's really, really nice. Good. This last one, is it here? It's here. Écarté, devant. Okay, écarté. This is not écarté. Écarté. Yes, your eye gaze should be past the middle of your forearm. So this is where your eye needs to go. Yes, you're looking through there. So you're not looking at your elbow. And then écarté. Yeah. Glance in the mirror real quick. See how it has this long, rather than being, you don't want to be so much here. You really want to drop the shoulder. Yes, and then it has that pull, that separation this way. And it makes it look bigger. Good, and then finish here. Yeah, there is an accent. Yes, that's nice.
Yes.
That's all it needs to be. Awesome. Make sense?
Yes.
Breathe in and out. Put your hand on your head and breathe.
Final run through of this rehearsal and also of the whole day. All the dancers have done such a fantastic job, and we are excited to see the Medora Variation 2.0 with all the upgrades. Let's get a round of applause for these three beautiful dancers that we got to teach today. Good job, everybody.
Excellent work.
You all worked so hard, and we are super excited to see, where your career in ballet takes you.
If you enjoyed watching these beautiful dancers rehearse their variation, then make sure you tap the like button for all of them, and also make sure to follow them on Instagram. We'll put all their handles here and in the description box so you can stay up to date with where they go and in all their ballet journey.
We want to extend a thank you to Bangkok Dance Academy for letting us teach these beautiful students today. If you are in the Bangkok area and you are looking for high quality, exquisite ballet education, look no further. This is the place to be. Anyways, I think that is all from us for now. This is Ballet Rain signing off. Until the next video.
Bye.